Hello everyone. Today I would love to talk about stress, depression, anxiety, worries, what's experience everybody living with ADHD, and I did it as well until I get to know what the problem is in my life. I was treated from depression. I was using medicine before I got to know about my ADHD, and I couldn't handle the stress and this kind of stuff, and all the time I was worried. And here I must say that when I got to know about my diagnose about ADHD and began to research it and to understand it, because that was the time when I decided that I would manage my ADHD or treat my ADHD without medicine. And I was in the middle of my way to personal and spiritual growth, and probably that was the reason why I chose different way how I'm handling ADHD, and thanks to doctor I could choose treatment as I get an offer, do you want medicine or you are living as you already do. So I didn't want to live like I was living all these years, but I wanted changes. So, and when I began to research ADHD and was looking on information. Yes, it's nice books and everything else about ADHD, and they are looking on ADHD symptoms, but when we are looking on scientific researches by doctors and how they see ADHD, I find out that nobody is looking on this case from full picture. Most of the time, how research is on some parts what could be affected by ADHD, like one part of scientist is looking on brain regions, one part of scientist is looking how our emotions works, some is more researching on stuff like memory and these things, but it is no full picture what you could use as a manual. So everybody suffering from ADHD need to make his own system, and I done it for myself. Uh, why I want to talk about this stuff as depression, anxiety, worries, because that is a big part from for for ADHD people. We are living this this state usually most of the time. We do not handle stress very well. We experience periods of depression, anxiety. We worry too much, and for that is the cause. Uh, Especially what I find, and that is our self-talk. That is one. If we do not manage it in a positive way, but keep talking ourselves in a negative way, that we are not worth enough, that we are not good enough, that we, uh, we all the time remember our failures and these things, we start to experience signs of stress, depression, low self-esteem, what start to create anxieties and depressions. And the second thing is we begin to make negative self-talk because people around us, being in a workplace, being at home, or being in uh, uh, somewhere where we are with friends and they can't accept our way of doing things or how we are reacting on some kind of situations. We do not control emotions, and then they give this negative feedback, what cause again our brains experience this negative feedback, and it again brings us in a negative state of mind, and we start to create extra problems. Uh, it's enough with ADHD, but we start to create extra and start experience lots of other things, and so we can't so well handle this life. Uh, what I find out is that when we are starting to make this negative self-talk and that we do not feel worthy enough or good enough or we get this negative feedback, we put pressure on HPA axis, what is hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis, and that is three parts creating biological system what uh, gives us many many symptoms what already we experience, like depression, hard to fall asleep, we hardly manage stress situations, we do not control our emotions, and we can wake up feeling tired, we can experience headaches or these things, and for me before I was diagnosed with ADHD was uh, uh, diagnosed cluster headaches, what as well is related with this HPA axis, and then ADHD becomes something complex what you need to sort out and set your own system, because every single case with ADHD comes out with a different symptoms. Yes, it's main symptoms that you are inattentive, you are hyperactive, you can't hold focus, you and so on. That is how they get to know. But if we do not manage well ADHD, it brings more problem in our life. So stress, depression, anxiety, and worries is becoming like a natural part of our lives. And if we not looking for solution, we start to burn out, and we start to feel not good, and so on. What I done is when I done this research, and as many times I already explained, is that I treat myself and manage myself and my ADHD without medicine, and I'm looking for these natural ways how I can sort out things, and I feel well. I look good, and I love my ADHD since I learned to manage it. And I'm saying that this is a blessing and a gift in my life, because it's so much good stuff due to ADHD in my life, and this is the message what I am sharing. But what I done to get rid of this signs of depression, anxiety, worries, and how I learned to manage a little bit better stress is that first of all, everything starts with thinking process. One of the things what I would advise is to change your self-talk to positive talk and create this life story positive one. Do not listen to people around you that something is wrong with you and that ADHD is being disorder. I do not say that it's not medical condition or something like that, but that is uh, something what is different by a chemical process in your body. So you're born you're born with it, and you need to live with it, and you need to learn to manage it. Everything what everybody else says, they do not experience your emotions, and they are not living your lives. So don't take their opinion so much personally. Uh, I learned that when you stop to do that, your stress levels and worries decrease, and you start to think about yourself a little bit more positive because you start to accept yourself, and that is what I already explained, that ADHD comes in your life to teach you how to accept yourself and love yourself with all the differences what comes with ADHD. I I accepted myself. I stopped to think about other people' opinions about me. Uh, they can say it, and I'm not taking it personally. Yes, sometimes it's painful to hear something, but for that's helpful is that's part what I'm going through is a personal and spiritual growth that we do have opinions and this kind, but that don't define me. Everybody can say something about me that is the way they see me, but it is not me. So I'm not making it as a personal case. So keeping myself talk about myself positive. Change by chemical process in the brain and start to send signals to my body differently. So it's increased dopamine and norepinephrine levels, decreasing stress hormone levels in a body. So I start to feel better and start to enjoy life. So this is one thing what I advise to everybody, that is to change your self-talk from negative to positive. This is important stuff. From that, lots of things begins. The second thing is stop listening to other people' opinions, how wrong you are doing, or how lazy you are, or you are lacking willpower. That is not you. That is their opinion, how they see, and they would not talk about it if they didn't see in themselves. So that is not your worry. You don't need to take it personally. That is just an opinion. I know that it's hard to learn, but it should be done to decrease anxiety, to get rid of depression, to start live your life wonderfully and happily. And this must be done. The third thing what I advise is for sure to accept yourself and love yourself. Being different is it's cool. It's nice and fantastic, and this is a message I'm sharing with you all the time that don't need to take ADHD as something what can define you, and you need to get stuck with it. You are something more greater and more bigger. So this is what I use in coaching, and I'm telling you because that makes changes in biochemical processes. When you feel good about yourself, you start to uh, experience different processes, and you can get uh, focused, happy, you can control emotions and so on and so on. So this is the three things what I for sure can say will help you to start manage your stress, depression, anxiety, worries, and these things. What I done more is I was researching what else can be done. In beginning of the process when I start to manage in a natural way without meds my ADHD, I used food supplements, and that was helpful to stop my running thinking process, that I could stop it. Then I could turn around this self-talk from negative to positive. So this is other thing, but I experimented with many food supplements before I find for myself. So uh, step by step, I will write some things, and you can try, because what I'm telling is every single case of ADHD, every single person of ADHD will tell the story how they feel, and it's no one case fits all. So if I don't know straight away your case and how you are feeling, so I can give you advice what I would love to recommend you in a situation uh, with food supplements and techniques what you can use. Then I went to change my diet, and I started to eat food what helps to increase dopamine, norepinephrine levels in my biological system, that it's changed a way my brain works and my body works, and I feel more energy coming in me, and I know that it takes less effort to be focused, it takes less effort to think positive, and so on. Just changing food change lots of things as well. So it is the way, but how I'm telling, it's no one system what will work for each and every one the same way. You will find that going through any type of coachings or this things, you will find things what works especially for you, and you will find as well that how things what is not working for you, because you do not experience some of the symptoms, or you don't have extra problems due to that, and so we come to our own system, how it works, and as I am extremely interested in ADHD, and I am researching on constant basis, it's reading and looking for new solutions, and I want to live a good life, and I do it well. So I began to share it, and I hope my experience will help other people to understand that, to be different, to experience what we experience with ADHD is nothing what we need to worry about. When we learn to manage it, it takes off stress, it takes off anxiety, depression. It's it's extra cause to ADHD. It's enough ways that's part. It's enough ways different brain structure and thinking process or nervous system. It's quite enough. So we need to learn to manage and we need to understand ourselves. And what I can say is that ADHD is as a teacher in my life. It's teach me first of all this lesson about acceptance and love. It's as well teach that I need to live a healthy life, and I need to choose a healthy lifestyle to be full of energy, to be focused, to be healthy, to that is all lessons what ADHD brings in your life. And in the same time is that if we look on stuff ADHD brings in our life, I find out that lots of people is going to coaches to learn what we have given uh, by nature. They are going to learn how to live in the moment, what we can do extremely well, because uh, I once, if it happens right now or not at all, or people want to learn how to enjoy life, and we can do it if we manage our ADHD, and this is again given by nature to us, and we want to suppress it. And when we start to suppress ourselves or don't accept ourselves, it's no-brainer. It brings depression, it brings anxiety, it brings panics, and we can't get in a sleep. Or this is a byproduct made by our own thinking. And if we can change it and change this negative self-talk to positive, we will get rid of lots of extra things we experience in life. And I'm living examples that person who was so much in stress that I couldn't control my emotions, and I was already by smallest trigger shouting, show my anger, and and couldn't handle smallest stress situation. Uh, and I do well today, uh, and uh, and that is thanks to my changes in thinking, changes in diet. Yes, I used some food supplements. Now, nearly a year, I don't use anything. It is possible. So, if you want hear something or you have questions about watching this video, I will be happy to answer because I want to raise the discussion. And if you look on what I'm doing as a coach, you will see that it is not like I'm telling you all the bad stuff. You heard it enough. I see you as I am today, strong, fun, healthy, intelligent, out of box thinker, and I see all the positive in you, and I know that I can open for you this feeling of self-worth, increase your self-esteem. I know how to give you this state of mind, what we are lacking when we get to know ADHD, or we don't know we have it because we get to know it so late in our life. the same problems with stress, panic, depression, and can be felt by somebody who is taking care about a person with ADHD, like parents or raising kids with ADHD. And I knew that I have ADHD, and I should be informed that it could be that genetically it can be in my kids, but I experienced the stress hearing all the options, opinions from other people how I'm raising my kid who was diagnosed later on with ADHD. And I again started to doubt myself and started to feel stress, depression, because I automatically switch on these things of not good enough, I'm not good father, I'm raising my kid wrongly, and so on. It it brings a lot, because we do not accept differences, and people don't want to accept this difference what is in ADHD people. I'm telling you, it's nothing wrong with you. It is a different biological process. It is a medical condition, at, at least by symptoms and everything else, but it can be managed, and managed well. And I hope my work will help you to understand yourself a little bit better, and you will start to think what's the system you can make in your life to manage ADHD and live a good life. It is a possibility. It is what I am sending out as a message to you. You need to begin to accept yourself. Other people opinion is not worth listening, because that will create depression, anxiety, worries, stress. You will add extra symptoms to your ADHD, so you will need more medicine, and you will sit on this medicine rest of your life. You just need to begin with this simple thing, to accept yourself and love yourself. Stop negative self-talk in your head. You don't need to listen to other people opinion regards your emotional state, or how you handle your task, or you don't need to listen to that feedback, because that is not something what defines you. The same advice comes to parents who are raising a kid with ADHD. Accept him, love him. He is different. It's need new and different approach to parenting. It will not work in no ways that just because I'm parent and I said so, so you need to follow this. The kids with ADHD is big and intelligent enough to argue with you, and as more you are shouting, as more you are use punishment and these things, it will just not work, because that will cause more and more problems. So accept your kid, love your kid, and start looking for options how you change parenting. That is a lesson for you as a parents to learn this, because kid accepts that he is different. He knows it, and then we as a parents start to move him that something is wrong with you, and we are looking for doctor's advice, and we want to put kid on medicine. I don't use medicine to manage my son's ADHD, and I see big differences since I changed a way how I'm interacting with my kid, how I'm parenting him, that we are going a lot more to in walking, playing more for uh, physical activities and more looking on part what his kids' talents and trying to support him in this way. So to increase these positive emotions that create the different biochemical processes. So it is as well way how to understand your kid, how to take care, and even not medicating him. So that is something what I'm talking about as well in my coaching. So for parents. Don't take personally other people opinions that you are not good enough as a parent. It's just need to learn different approach to parenting, because if you will take advice of neurotypical kids parents that need more punishment, more that's it will not work on your kid. You will on your own as a parent, you will start to experience depression, worry, anxiety. You will experience low self-esteem. You will lose confidence, and these things. You don't need it because you need to guide extremely intelligent and good kids in a life. So you need to be confident, and you need to be strong. So if you want to hear, so join me, and I'm open to discussions. And this is as well something I work on. If you feel stress or feel depression or these things, me as a person with ADHD, I would say I'm expert to be depressed, to be stressed, to be anxious or things like that, because that was a big part of my life until I get to learn how to manage it, and I can share this experience with you as well. So I'm here to serve from best of my abilities to you. So I hope you enjoy what's information I'm giving, and I'm mostly talk from my head, and I do not have written scripts what I will talk. I just speak out what I'm feeling inside about this topic. So sometimes I'm get distracted to some other topics in the same, because they are all related. But it is the way. So and it is infinite potential within you. So I'm happy to share this message today, and now till next time, you can ask in a comment session what you want to hear, because I really do keep researching and to understand more ADHD, and hope it will really be helpful for you. Thank you. Till next time.